What's up, YouTube? Back as you guys with another great video today. So I'm sure you guys already read the title and seen the thumbnail, so you know what's going on. So we're going to be going over Corey Holcomb's response to Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels been going on a podcast tour, giving his opinions and thoughts on what took place between him and Corey Holcomb and their heated debacle on the 5150 show. So let's not waste any further time. Let's see what Corey Holcomb has to say, and let's see where this beef goes on from here. So let's get right on into it, y'all.
Okay, I want to talk about the situation with the broad that he was with because she wanted to make herself known. Somebody else who's chasing attention. She wanted to make herself known. When I said, get your ass and your bitch up out of here, I didn't say no names because I didn't even know who that was. I was stabbing at that nigga. If you really smart, you know that. You with the brawl, get your bitch up out of here. I'm stabbing at the nigga. I'm trying to bring some courage out that nigga and make him stop doing all that talking. So, the brawl who was with him, what's her name?
Don't know her name, but we got the video.
Play the video if you got it. Can you play the video? Yep. Let's make her famous.
How long?
Incident.
How long
Now, 2 weeks ago, I was told that I was going to go on the 5150 show. And I was excited. All right? I was excited about going on the 5150 show. Now, it's Tuesday. I got on a plane to go from D.C. to L.A. I got to the 5150 studios at about 8 p.m. Pacific time. I met Corey Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand. Then about, I want to say 5 minutes before the actual show started, I was told, I can't go on the show. I said, okay, cool. Then I was told that I could sit on the set, but I have to sit off camera. I said, okay.
Now.
So, yes, going off of that initial response, sounds like Anton told her, whatever young lady's name is, that she was going to be on the show, but Anton didn't run that through Corey himself. And that's why she ended up not being on the show at all, which is kind of crazy to me. Anton's definitely wrong for that. This is what it sounds like what happened, and he's definitely wrong for that. Why are you going to try to bring on somebody? I get like you trying to help out a person that's working up under you and everything like that, but you're going on somebody else's show. They invited you, not her. So if you want to get her on the show, you know what I mean, you got to run to the man that's running the whole operation. I don't know if he thought he was going to run roughshod or just pull rank or something like that. I don't really know what was going through Anton's head with that, to not run that by Corey to make sure that everything was okay for her to come on the show. I don't know what the hell was going on in his head. I don't know. That's just why he was definitely wrong for that, and I think that's what happened.
Now, the worst thing you can do is open your mouth around me. I'm going to be able to cipher who you are. Young lady, as soon as you ride on the lot, it's cameras. As soon as you ride on the lot, it's cameras. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now, D.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. You saw them get out the car, right?
Yeah, it was in my car still.
What did you observe when they got out the car about their energy together?
It was interesting for sure.
What the hell, Craig looking like that? I'm getting sidetracked. That's Craig face. Craig face right there is wild. I don't know what's going on with your big dog. Fix your face for me, but back to the video.
Because, to me, if you're walking up on somebody new, you freely introduce the whole crew.
Right.
And I walked right up to him and he said, oh, Miss Darlene or Miss D, whatever he said, gave me a handshake, what have you. Said, I'm not a handshaker, I'm a hugger. So we hugged. I introduced myself to the security guard. She was already walking towards the door. And it's not like he stopped her to say, and I thought, to me, I don't know. That's just very strange where it's like,
The
well, wait a
fact that she
second.
got out the car.
Okay, so basically they is once again trying to allege to that lady's supposed to be Anton's side chick. Why are you sitting there going straight to go into the studio and not being introduced along with everybody else when going to meet Darlene and all this other jazz? Once again, I think this is just one big nothing burger because again, the wife hasn't come out and said anything. That particular woman hasn't come and said she was Anton's side chick. Anton hasn't said explicitly that she's his side chick or they had side chicks and stuff like that. So I'm not really tripping off that. I'm not one to sit there and pry into other people's business and stuff. If Anton and his wife do have some situation going on where he can go out and step out from time to time or whatever, that's between them. So if that is the case, cool, whatever. The main issue is that Anton portrays himself as this super duper Christian man, married with a kid and all that stuff like that. Well, if you got side pieces, well, that's just a bad look, and that contradicts the whole image of you trying to be this super duper holier now Christian guy married and all that jazz. So that's the main issue, and that's why people keep harping in and focusing on that point. It's just because of how he portrays himself to be this supposed Christian man, but he got side pieces and stuff. But again, I don't think anybody's really going to speak out on it anyways. If you do watch Anton's podcast, he always talks about how he has people around him signing NDAs and consent agreements. So even if he is stepping out on his marriage or something like that, you're probably not going to hear anything from any of those women or anybody else because it sounds to me like he crossed his T's and dotted his I's. So he's probably safe even if he is stepping out. The main issue is that with a lot of women, they'll be okay with the man stepping out on them, especially if he's high value and can compensate or whatever like that. The main thing that they don't like is being publicly humiliated. So that's something that women hate. They're very sensitive. They don't like being publicly humiliated. They always want to protect their feelings and stuff like this, all that jazz and all that dumb shit. So that's the main thing. Since now everybody's talking about it and speculating, well, guess what? Now it's going to bring public humiliation to the relationship and to his wife. Like if you even if you like for example Bill Gates when he got divorced by his wife, she knew about Bill Gates' girlfriend. She was okay with it and everything like that. So yeah, women don't mind being stepped. Most of them at least, most women don't mind being stepped out on, especially if it's by a high value man. They just don't want to be publicly humiliated. But back to the video.
Car and just ran right inside and wasn't with him.
Well, she wasn't near him, yeah, but she was walking more towards the door without him. So I don't know. I just find that very odd because, okay. And then when I came in, I wanted to go up to her and introduce her. And I had already heard the stuff going on because Phil had made it clear he had something.
That's this stuff. That's stuff I want to focus on.
What was that clip we played in the beginning of the show? Yeah. Play it again.
I'm a Christian first. I'm a Christian first. I'm a Christian first.
Boy, you use your paper to fuck bitches you would normally never be around. You a ugly ass boy. You a ugly ass boy. You brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
So this is a part of the video where Corey Holcomb is talking about his family, he gets talking about his daughter and his wife and stuff like that. I'm not gonna play that part of the video is because I don't want to post that negativity on my account or anything like that. If you want to see it, I'll post a link to the live stream or everything like that. You can just go see directly from the horse's mouth and stuff like that, which I'm sure most of you have already seen his live stream anyways. But yeah, I definitely think Corey Holcomb was wrong for that. But yeah, sitting there and putting his family on blast like that, that was completely uncalled for and unnecessary. But if you know Corey Holcomb, he's the type of guy to do those types of things. He's done stuff like this before. And even with Anton, going back to Anton, even in that live stream when he was on the 5150 podcast, he said directly to Corey Holcomb face, I've studied you. Well, my G, apparently not enough because like Corey Holcomb said, he a dirtbag, so he'll go there. And I know Anton always talks about women and children are off limits, and I would tend to agree with that sentiment. But unfortunately, you gotta know who you're dealing with. Just because you run by those morals, you know what I mean, don't mean that other people go by that standard. So Gotta know who you going to war with, who you going to battle with, and everything like that. Like they say, all fair in love and war. Now, I don't agree with Corey's methods or anything like that, but at the same time, Anton's sitting there stroking the flames and stuff like that, poking the bear. Well, there you go. So, yeah, Corey Holcomb definitely took it there, calling his daughter ugly, saying this and that about his wife. I sleep with his wife, or his wife should go sleep with other dudes. Anton a lame and all this jazz. Yeah, just wild stuff. So we'll see where this goes from here. If they'll still keep bumping heads and going each other's necks. I'm not really sure. I rather hope they don't. I don't really think they need to. I think I'm done here with this. Get that off the screen there. But yeah, wild stuff. So Corey Holcomb finally responded, and we all seen what he had to say. He just had to go at everybody that knows and loves Anton and stuff like that. He just had to really try to put the nail in the coffin, if you will, on that. So will I think they ever work again or collab again? I highly doubt it. I don't see that happening at all. But hopefully they can at least reconcile at some point, let bygones be bygones. I don't really like seeing black men, especially successful content creator black men, going ahead and stuff like that. Neither one of them really need to do that. They already have a really good subscriber base, a really good core audience, a core following. They already got enough to talk about on their podcast, stuff like that, enough that they don't need to be beefing with people and stuff like that. They don't need that controversy. But what it looks like Anton, he's trying to sit there and go for something like that, and I don't really think he needs to go in that direction. He already talks about enough good stuff on his podcast and all that, but it is what it is. But let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think. Do you think Corey Holcomb took it too far? Do you think it was justified? Do you think Anton will have a response for it, or is this the end of the beef? Who do you think won, or who's winning at this point and stuff like that? And where do you think they're going to go from here? Like I said, leave your comments down below. Appreciate you guys for staying with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and share that video so more people can see what's going on. Now, appreciate you guys, and talk to you guys next time.